Good afternoon. My name is Chang and I am from Group 5. We will be representing the government on the matter should sex education be incorporated in the secondary school curriculum. First of all, there will be an introduction by me, then on the topic bodily autonomy by Khánh Linh, and the understanding of sex by Phước. Then we will be moving on to how to practice safe sex in 3 different sections on contraception, preventing pregnancies, and the matter of STDs by Hưng, Đức Anh, and Mai Phương. First of all, as the government, we have noticed that nowadays there is an increase in the increasingly complex world. The importance of equipping our youth with comprehensive knowledge about their body, relationships, and health cannot be overstated. As a government committed to the well-being and future of our society, we recognize that incorporating sex education into the secondary school curriculum as a compulsory subject is essential. This initiative is not just about preventing unwanted pregnancies or sexually transmitted infections. It's about empowering young individuals to make informed decisions, fostering respectful relationships, and promoting a culture of consent and understanding. By prioritizing sex education, we are investing in the holistic development of our youth, ensuring that they will have the tools to navigate their personal lives and contribute positively to their communities. Now I will be moving to Khánh Linh.
Ok, không phải slide này gì? Không phải. Tiếp đi. Không phải cái này. My name is Linh. I'm from Group 5. From government perspective, I believe that schools should include sex education in secondary curriculum as a compulsory subject because it educates student body autonomy. First of all, regarding health and well-being, it provides essential information about sex health, including sexually transmitted infection, pregnancy, and contraception. This knowledge empowers young people to make informed decisions and protect their physical and mental health. Moreover, by providing accurate and age-appropriate information, sex education helps young people make informed decisions about their sexual lives. It will contribute to overall well-being and future happiness. In general, comprehensive sex education is crucial for empowering students to make choices about their body, relationship, and sexual health, hence providing accurate information and promoting healthy behaviors lead students to healthier and more fulfilling lives. And now we will have another point from Phước.
Yeah, hi,
Let's slide for it, man.
And my point for this part is to say the fact that children, especially secondary school students, need to have a proper understanding of sex in the environment that they're studying. First thing first, I do believe that we need to raise the awareness of sex among the secondary students by actual materials and syllabi, because in our country, Vietnam to be specific, sex education is rarely mentioned or sometimes avoided by the secondary teachers. And this condition has led to a negative curiosity among students to look up for the information and for the video clips related to sex and gender education by their own. But unfortunately, most of the videos and the information that they have found, they are not authorized. They didn't come from an actual official units, and it doesn't serve as a purpose of research or education. And I do believe that they must comprehend it rather than feeling weird or judged whenever this topic is raised. So if students look up information and videos about sex on their own, it's likely that they are stimulated by their teenage traits and hormones instead of actually trying to gain the knowledge to protect and to inform themselves at the same time. So I do believe that they should approach sex from a scientific viewpoint rather than a recreational one. And secondly, I do believe that having a proper understanding of sex and support and promote equality and empathy in society. By ensuring that education is inclusive of sex orientation, educational institutions can nurture a learning environment where all students feel recognized and respected at the same time. Inclusive sex education helps to alleviate stereotype, discrimination, and misconceptions amongst students and foster a deeper understanding of human identity. When students are exposed to different genders and sex by equal and respectful method, they are more inclined to foster a sympathy for others regardless of their differences. And this approach entitles people from different sex, different genders to validations and protection against discrimination in a mutual community. Students will be willing to lend an ear for their opposite sex counterparts, improving their interception about the difficulties and the obstacles that the opposite sex counterpart they're facing. And by having a correct perception, I believe that this would be a sturdy foundation for their future, especially when they become a citizen further on. And the next part, I'm going to have to bring it down to
the government should do something to acknowledge the young citizen about sex education. You can probably know about that from the social public, so they should go ahead and including sex education in the curriculum, right? So I think one of the most important lessons should be about the contraception and protection. There are two well-known measures. It's the condom and birth control pills. Condom is a thin wrapper covering the thing. I will not say that word because it will make the YouTube video censor. It help reduce the pregnancy rate to 0% and help prevent most of the STD listed above. Another more simple way to prevent pregnancy is taking the pill. Birth control pills is a result of the many serious researches and it's a user hormones mechanism. They are the easier and convenient methods to stop conception. However, they can do nothing about the STDs and sometimes have serious side effects, some kind of cancer and many skin problems. Every method has its pros and cons. So if the government successfully give the younger common knowledge about the problem in the compulsory curriculum, it will greatly decrease the rate of abortion. Therefore, the authority can save some budgets to invest to improve the other aspect of the community. The next one.
Unauthorized pregnancy has always been considered as an alarming issue that sparks serious and multifaceted consequences to the whole society well-being. There are a variety of worth-mentioning reasons for this problem. The very first thing I need to mention about is the limited availability of common contraceptive items like condoms and related medicines in rural and ethnic areas. In these areas, many shop owners tend to regard these stops as redundant or unnecessary, which is really hard, making it really hard for customers to find them. And moreover, the price of contraceptive is often inappropriate to the majority of people, including the student. Therefore, they often have the tendency to lean towards just taking risk and do it away, without considering using the preventive measures. Secondly, a fact that also exerts a profound impact on early pregnancy is the peer pressures and social influence. Due to the ubiquity of the internet and social medias, children might get themselves exposed to improper or even toxic materials, which often romanize the excellence of unauthorized sex, praising it as a symbol of intense love or everlasting happiness or something. And in the long run, it will immerse in their mind in a serious misconception. all I need to do so in order to have a memorable school life. Yeah. And about the last but not least reasons, I need to mention about the lack of proper sex education. Some teachers and educators are still regarding sex education as a quite sensitive topic and tend to be reluctant when there are any students asking them about this. And when students are not equipped with feasible knowledge, they are more likely to make mistakes, and the mistakes are definitely irreversible. And about the preventive measures, there are many effective ways to tackle this problem, such as parental involvement or improving the accessibility of contraception. But to me, the most important solution is the emphasis on opening a worldwide comprehensive sexual educational courses. People often say that preventing is better than curing, so we need to aim at changing our children's understanding and teaching them how to protect their body and, more important, protect themselves. Thank you.
Okay, so another reason I believe sexual education is a need in compulsory schools is because it can help reduce and prevent the possibility of STD transmission. STD stands for sexual transmitted diseases, or STI, sexual transmitted infections. Infections primarily spread through unsafe sexual contact caused by bacteria, viruses, and parasites. The most common infections are HIV, HPV, and herpes. These diseases can affect various body parts, but most of the time it will affect the oral and your genital areas. First of all, people who receive sexual education are able to comprehend the nature of STDs, and next up, sexual education will promote safe sex practices from using protection tools, taking regular testings, health checkups, and vaccination for sexual health issues at the clinic. And not only that, for those who have already been diagnosed with STIs, sexual education encourages the infected to seek treatment. Many refuse to consult a medical specialist because they are afraid of being criticized, thus concealing their conditions. The stigma surrounding sexually transmitted disease is lessened in schools and other educational settings when students are taught that first, having an STD diagnosis doesn't always mean a person lacks morality, rather it just means that they have to deal with it responsibly. And second, early detection and treatment can reduce complications and transmission. Therefore, if we wish to have the infected find medical help rather than hiding it, and stop the infections from spreading, we must reduce the biases related to the STDs. Thank you so much. This is the end of my part.